Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I wanted to do a little bit of an unboxing. Again, it's been a while. This time I wanted to go through some RPGs slash tabletop things that I've been getting. Yeah, and I'm kind of really excited about them. So this is Daggerheart, which is the easiest way to say this is Critical Role's newest own unique IP version of D&D. Basically, it's different. I haven't read how it's different yet, but it is. It's their own IP. But yeah, so Daggerheart. I bought that a few weeks, maybe a week back now. I've been trying to get these to do videos on these for What It's Nerd channel, my nerd podcast for What It's Nerd, also on YouTube, and I just haven't had the time. There's been other stuff to discuss on the pod, like this week Doctor Who, etc. So I haven't had a chance to sit down and do an unboxing, and I feel like it's going to get to a point where I'm not able to, so I'm doing it here to clarify why I'm doing it. Daggerheart, like I said, and then we have, and you guys I think have seen this before, maybe I forget, but we also have the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game. Now, I've shown some of the books I think before, but these came with this, the Multiverse role-playing game Escape from Planet Hulk starter set and deluxe edition here. And the reason I got this is it was done by Simon. I love Marvel anyway, as you guys know, but Simon are the company that I've got a lot of board games from in the past, so I wanted to get this, and we're going to have a look through that in a bit as well. And then lastly, I'm pretty sure this is the one I did on here, but we also have the Final Fantasy XIV TTRPG Standard Rulebook Deluxe Edition. I got the normal, but I wanted the deluxe as well. I don't know how much different it is, but I'm going to have a look at that as well. So what I haven't done, and I'm now not able to do because it will create a lot of noise, is I haven't brought scissors, which is hilarious, but we'll see how we do on getting into these. And I suppose it's a little bit of a trigger to kind of get into them if I can. Plastic is notoriously hard to get off, which I mean, I suppose makes sense, but let me see if I have, I tell you what I do have, this might work, a key. There we go. See, ingenuity wins out every time. So, let's get into this. I took this one because I think this is going to be the easiest to open, but you know. So, let me know if you guys like these types of videos as well, of course. I think it's one of those ones where I think, because I'm relatively fledgling as a channel still, even though it's been about a year now, which I haven't even checked, I could be over that threshold. I think I am at this point. It's like nearly 2 years actually, who knows? Time is a circle. Anyway, I feel like people who find my videos, I haven't really got like a cult following, so to speak. I feel like every video there's people who like it because, relatively speaking, I'm still getting to build that viewership. So hopefully that's true. I'm also kind of going in and out of whispering. Hopefully that's okay too. Okay, let's get rid of that plastic. Okay. The Marvel Multiverse role-playing game Escape from Planet Hulk Starter Set Deluxe Edition. Which, gorgeous art, by the way. We should really talk about that too. You know, comic books are built on gorgeous art. There we go. I'm excited. So here we have some decks. with the Inhumans and the X-Men on the front, which is ironic because Kamala is now an X-Man in the comics. X-Man, X-Person. One with Doctor Doom on the front, very important Marvel character anyway, but even more important of late. And then the latest iteration of Professor X there from the Krakoan Age. We've got some nice dice there. I'm not going to get them out because they'll go everywhere, but I like that we're getting a lot of noises out of this. We've got some, like not minis, but stand-ups there. As you can see, T'Challa there. Some cards as well, like a cap up there. We have some tokens. We have Hulk, Korg, Ultron, Nebula, etc. Now this looks like it's going to be a pain to open. 1 second. I'm scared. Oh no, okay. I see now. This is the Sakaar Battleground. I'm not going to take that out of that wrapping because that will be painful for you guys, but as you can see there, as in Thor Ragnarok, the planet Sakaar was a Colosseum, so there is the Colosseum in all its plasticky goodness currently. Then we have character sheets, which is really cool as well. I find it fascinating that they just had to plastic wrap all of this. It's hard to get out. Well, for someone who's trying to make, relaxing content. There we go. So those are there. Oh wow! Obviously they must all have this, but like look at that Wolverine art for Laura Kinney there. That is gorgeous. I love this already. Wow. And then we have the actual books. So again, very hard to get into this. Let's see if we can tip it and get it. There we go. Oh, another one of those gorgeous art pages on there. But we have... That's pretty substantial actually. And then this is the starter rules. There's a lot in this box, isn't there? Oh, nearly lost it. So there's the starter rules. Now I have the actual book of this one, but here's a good indication. Some great art throughout as well, like, oh my gosh, I love it all. Oh, that one's nice, look at that, Taskmaster versus Wolverine. And this looks like some kind of galaxy map. Let's see if I can get that out as well. That one seems pretty stuck in actually. Yeah, I'm struggling with that one. Why pack it so tight? I think I nearly have it. It might be coming. Yes, we've got it. So loads of maps there. Again, I'm not opening that up because that's going to be hell. I'm doing as much as I can with what I've got. And this art again now, like I love this art, but it has been on like 10 different things in this box at this point. I'm sick of it already. So that is that. Let's gently, unlike what I just did, put everything back. I always want to play these types of things, especially with friends, but I actually don't have anyone local to me who will play these types of things with me. And like online friends, people get busy, and it's hard to set up online RPGs. They usually fall through because that's commitment, really, isn't it? Like in reality, you don't have to like say, yeah, I'll be at a place. So when it comes to like actually doing it, if you don't feel like it, you can just go, nah, and there's no real life repercussions, so to speak. Not that there should be a repercussion, but you know. Let's have a look at some of these cards. I'll just open one. Oh no, they're plastic too. But more amazing art. And so like, they're all the cards for the campaign, which I think is pretty cool. I'd love to play this though. I have a bit of an issue with this. I think I collect it in the hopes that one day my circumstance will change. But I have a lot of these now, like a lot of RPGs. Like I have the Star Trek one, I have the Dune one, this one, the FF14 one. I guess I'm just hoping that one day I'll be able to play these with people. Anyways, again, I'm not opening these, but as you can see, you have Captain Marvel, Hawkeye, Photon, Scarlet Witch, and Titania. And in this one, you have Ms. Marvel, Thanos, Wasp. They have to clarify it's Janet, Sabretooth, Victor Creed, and Luke Cage. Oh, they also show you the side, sorry. Doctor Strange, America Chavez, Hela, Doctor Octopus, and Iceman. And the other side on this one that I missed before was Iron Man, Jessica Jones, Bullseye, Craven the Hunter, and Doctor Doom. Okay, so that is a little look at that. I know I don't go super in depth with all these, but first, today we're looking at 3, so I don't want to go too hard on it. And then second, I think the thing is, you know, the one thing I always think is that if you're making something too long, people are just going to switch off. And, like, that's good for ASMR to a degree, right? But the thing is, people still want to be entertained to a degree, you know, regardless. So, I don't know. That's my opinion. I'm going to have to move some stuff around here. This is the thing, right? I've got a bigger desk now than when I used to have the black desk. But I still find myself running out of space near infinitely. I might need those keys again. I'll keep those closed. We'll do Dagger Heart last because it's already open. So I'll move that off to the side for now, actually. And I'll just get my earphone wire out of the way of it. There we go. I think this box is gorgeous, by the way. Don't you guys? Like, absolutely gorgeous. I'd keep other things in here if I actually ever got one. Like, if I didn't need the RPG stuff anymore. I don't know why I wouldn't. Because, you know, that's the whole point of the box. But I guess I'm not really making sense anymore. But sometimes I think that's okay for our ASMR too. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is, with the content thing is, sometimes people draw things out. If you have a review of a movie, and it's longer than the movie, and yes, sometimes critical analysis takes longer than the actual piece of media. You know, a poetry can be written in, like a piece of poetry can be written in 5 minutes. People could analyse that for years. So, in a way, yes, sometimes that's fair, but a lot of the time it's unnecessary. Was the movie good? Yes. Was the score good? Yes. Was the acting good? Yes. Like, it's not, like, obviously you can go into detail, of course, but critics managed to get their review down to, like, a column in a news article. And that's all I'll say on that. And I know that's an art style for them. You know, that's their life, that's their livelihood. But still, I was struggling getting that there. I don't know if you guys noticed. Okay. So, let's just get that. Ooh, the first mishap of the video. There's always one. I've trapped my finger. There's the second one. At least I didn't need the key. So, this is gonna come across you guys for a second. Oh my gosh, can we look at that first? Wow! That is gorgeous. Like, I actually love it. This has been sat for weeks waiting to be opened, and I've been desperate to open it, and I've not had the chance. So, I'm going to try and roll that up to there. Oh no. Like that. Is that better? There. This is hard actually. So there's the book. Right, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Oh my gosh, is that a little like... Whoa, no wonder this costs so much. Look at these. Like actual playing thing. Oh my dears. Look at these coins. Sorry, I've turned into a child. Look at those, like proper coins. I don't know what they're for, because I haven't played it, which is such a shame. But that's insane. And you have your stack cards there, which I'm assuming go into like there, and then that'll be... Sorry, can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. Yeah, okay. So like, I'm assuming that you have one in there, and then like you pick your stuff to go into these boxes, almost like your equipment in the game. That's so cool. That is so cool. I love it. Okay, let's get that out. Wow. Look at that bad boy. That is heavy. That is heavy. And what's great is the zero. Where was it? I just saw it. It's the Realm Reborn logo. Sorry, I'm excited. That's so cool. I love it. And you have some 6-sided ones as well. I'm wondering if the same thing applies with those. No, they're just normal, but still very cool. This is a dice tray, which is really cool. I've never had it. I have loads of dice. I do not have a dice tray, so that's great. Dice bag there. Wow. We will come back to the book, by the way, but I'm just looking at these. So there's some like little numbering. So in the game, I don't know how many of you play Final Fantasy 14, but in the game you can put way marks, and these are basically like a real life representation of those. And you have your job, like your job abilities and stuff, which is really cool. I don't know if there's anything else beneath that. There is. It's a map, and I've just messed everything up. It's a map that you guys have seen before. If you want to see it again, go and watch the last video where we unboxed it, because I do not feel comfortable taking that out right now. There's so much stuff here. I love it. I love all of it. I feel like you could definitely condense this box down though, so maybe I was right with what I was saying before. So let's take this out. Let's see if I can open this without... See, books are always a little bit easier because you have the backing versus the rest, you know, versus like the actual pages, which the backing's usually a little bit higher, so you can get in. There we go. I think the noises luckily haven't been too bad, even when they're relatively louder. I hope. So, I'll try and balance this a little bit and show you some. So here's some of the races in the game. Some of the abilities for each of the classes you can play. Now this basically follows a Realm Reborn. I think it does have Aura in the game though. And, oh, it does have Viera and Hrothgar as well, so that's interesting. So maybe it does go further than a Realm Reborn. Heaven's Ward. It keeps Heaven's Ward in mind, because it's got the classes from Heaven's Ward as well. So it goes like to 60 essentially. Yeah, well it says 50 at the top, but... Oh, no, that's 60. See, I know what I'm talking about. I promise. And then all the zones, etc. It's interesting looking at this versus the Encyclopedia Eosia, because this gives like a cool little rundown of like everything in the area. Yeah, I like it. So this is something we've seen before, but it is a gorgeous version of the book. I do think I'll get rid of a lot of this styrofoam and just kind of keep the box with some of its bits in, rather than the full box. Do you know what else I kind of wish though? Like, even though I like this box, I think the art inside would have been better on the outside, and this in the inside. I think that art that would be so much more striking for the outside, right? That's my opinion. Oh no, there we go. That's another mistake. Hit the mic. One day I'll learn. I'm too big of a klutz for ASMR, I think. But, you know, it happens to everyone. Sorry, I'm moving the keys now, so I can move the multiverse box on top of this one. So I can move that off to the side. Now, back to what opened this video. Dagger Heart. Now this is a nice slipcover. So I'll just take out the book first, which of course has the same cover, and then, which I didn't expect when I actually bought this, I should have read like the actual description, but I very rarely do that, is these cards very similar to what we've just seen with both of those. I think cards have become kind of a common thing, and now I did have the foresight to take some of these off, so I can do this for you guys. And we can go through them a little bit. I'm just not going to say them, I'm just going to show you. So these ones are all to do with character backstory and character, like where they come from, and then there's some board cards there at the end. I think these have been split just straight down the middle, so to speak. As you can see, that's them followed on here. Gorgeous art though, and I really like the minimalistic style. So I probably shouldn't shuffle them, but I was trying to get maybe some sounds for you guys, but I don't think it's going to be cool. So anyway, loads of nice cards to look at and learn the abilities and stuff for the classes, which is also great for when you're playing, because it means you can give people a card and they can know what character they're playing and remember their backstories, etc., and how it might influence their character. Then we have the manual, which is again filled with amazing art, as you can see. Let me just merge it over. There we go. And I love that they included loads of sketches as well. It makes it feel like you're going on the journey of creating the book with them at the same time as you're going on the journey of the actual campaign and learning about this world. Really cool. And again, from this point on, it's your typical RPG starter set, starter book. But I'm a sucker for these things. I love just reading rule sets and looking at items and looking at monsters and just seeing what people have created. I always feel like, and I used to read the Star Wars ones, I still have them. I might show you guys that one day, actually. Some of the older ones, they still do a new Star Wars RPG. But which I'm not getting into. I'm not buying it. Too many things. I've already got enough. But I always used to read them, and I used to use it as inspiration for like characters I play in like online games and stuff like that. Because I never got to do the RPG, of course. So, but anyway, that is Daggerheart, the Final Fantasy TRPG, and the multiverse role-playing game. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I certainly have, and it makes me feel a little bit better to kind of show these off so I can get them put away on the shelf, etc. Show these off is the wrong word, but demonstrate them. You know, showing off is not what I actually mean. That sounds a bit weird. Show and tell. You know what I mean. I wasn't being egotistical. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch up soon for more relaxation. In the meantime, rest well, relax well. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.